There's an old country song. Ever heard me say that before? That popped into my head after really sort of an unusual and a wonderful experience over the last week, this middle of February 2024. The song goes something like this: do what you do well, boy. Do what you do well. Give your love and all of your heart and do what you do well. I'll stop there. So what is it that made me think about that that song from, I guess, the 70s maybe? It's the simple message in it about giving your very best, even or especially when you don't have to. I thought of it really in the context of another musical example, and that was a performance by the rock group U2. I know Edge, a member of that group, have known him for a number of years, and he's a good man in addition to being an outstanding musician. And he invited my wife and I out to see his show. He, Bono, the other two members of the band, performed over 2 hours. They're running near the end of a multi-month run at the Sphere out there in Vegas. As we speak, again, it's 2024. And I couldn't help but be impressed by the extent to which they gave their all. I wondered if it had been me in their shoes, and obviously, since you've gotten a sample of my singing, you know why that could never be. But they're obviously world-renowned performers, but they're still human beings, and having done the same show over and over and over again, it wouldn't have been surprising, I suppose, if they had cut a few corners or in somehow not been up to their snuff, to the top of their game. There was absolutely no evidence of that being the case. Quite the contrary. They poured out everything in that 2+ hours to the delight of those assembled before them. To me, that kind of a commitment to a career is not just a matter of self-service, that is, maintaining a reputation, but really it's because of the inner commitment they make to themselves and to each other to do their very best for the sake of the audience they are serving. I think of my own careers, one in broadcast correspondence as a medical correspondent for CNN, another in public health with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and wonder, as I reflect back, I don't have to wonder, actually, I know there were times during my careers when I did not give all that I could have. I was quite calculating at times, was able to figure out what was the minimum requirement and maybe exceed that by just a small measure in order to stay out of trouble. That certainly is approaching one's vocation in the wrong way. Our motive should be to give all we can for the right reasons. Going back to the old country song, out of love, and that's a good reason for giving our best, for respecting the people that we're working for or on whose behalf we are working. Those of you who are still working, I hope you can keep in mind the importance of that ideal, not only for the benefit of others, but also for your own sake, for the pride that you can take in holding up your head high and knowing you've given it your very best on any and every given day. Thanks.